This is my hammock camping on the cheap video here. I've been using this tarp, this Ozark Trail tarp from Walmart. It's actually 12 foot by 12 foot with a bunch of grommets on it. One, two, all four corners are grommeted, plus two extra tie outs in the middle on each side. So basically you have four tie out points on each side. And I just mess around with it in my backyard. I have my stand I made for hanging in one tree here. I'll get into that a little bit later. But I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube about cheap Amazon tarps, and there are probably some fine tarps out there, but to me the dimensions was a little bit small. I wanted something with some pretty good coverage to it, and this 12 by 12 foot canopy seemed like it fit the bill. And like I said, it's like 35 to 40 bucks at Walmart, depending on what time of year you get it. All the seams are taped on it, which I was shocked about. And I'll show you some modifications I've made to it. Went over the stakes here I got in the ground. I'll see if I'll pull one of them up here. Well, it was a simple angle piece of aluminum channel. It worked. I think it's 40 thousandths thick, maybe 50 thousandths, and I just carved me out some pegs. I got this reflective guy wire here off Amazon, so it reflects at night. On all the tie-out points, as I said, four on each side, I put me some shot cord with some shot cord cinchers, or locks I guess you call it. It slides up and down, and I bundle up my guy wire in there. I've seen that on a one-wind tarp that Amazon sells. And as I mentioned before, I looked at Dutchware's website, and since I have scrap aluminum at work, I was like, by golly, I think I could make my own hookworms, I believe he calls them. So, and they work. And like I said, I get that 40 thousandths thick aluminum scrap and made my own. They work pretty good. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side. 12 foot by 12 foot coverage, plenty. Oh, and it also comes with these poles I got here leaning against the tree. You can snap them together if you like. You could undo the side here, put a pole up on each corner, raise it up, have like a big raised porch mode. I've used it a few times with the poles, but most time I use it like this. Over here, as I said, mentioned earlier, I got my one stand I made of 2x4s. I got a double, I don't know what you'd call it, some type of wishbone knot that doubles around, kind of like rabbit ears. Both 2x4s, when they're spread apart, it goes to the tree over there. I go through a Night Eyes Cam Jam, and as I use for my ridge line here for my tarp, for to focus in. I love these things. I've made my own like a Dutchware wasp out of aluminum, and it works pretty good, but I made something for my younger son. It's in Boy Scouts, you know, be a little simpler for him to operate. And on my ridge line that goes under my tarp, I got the Persic knots tied onto or hooked onto these S-beaners here. So if I actually have a chance to use this with actual two proper trees, I got plenty of line to get it where I need, and I can slide this tarp up and down where I want on my ridge line with them Persic knots. I added a third one. As you can see, I ran the cam jab through it so it grabs tight, and then I use that to tighten up my ridge line, pull it tight. That holds it in place on that end. This is actually taut enough. I could have threw the tarp up over there, but as I said, I have this tarp set up on this ridge line. This stays on there all the time. The bag it came with, I have laying on the ground. It was originally just a single-ended stuff sack, but I tore the seams out and got some shot cord, sewed me a channel. I made it a double-ended stuff sack, so I can do it kind of like the pro quality tarps you'll see at different cottage vendors, you know. But I didn't spend 150 to 200 bucks, you know, and plus it's a little bit bigger than some of those that you see. I happen to have a one-wind hammock. I got the bug net rolled back, and this does work. I've laid in this. Like I said, it's tethered off to that tree. I have a ratchet strap here, and I've seen different ways on YouTube of auger stakes and stuff like that. My ground, I don't know, is a little soft or not compact very good where I'm living, but this 4-foot crowbar worked perfect. I drove it in at an angle like that, put the ratchet strap right down here, and it tightens up and does not slip. And as you can see, there is plenty of coverage for this 12 by 12 foot tarp. Other side, once again, 4 tie outs per side. And I have messing around a little bit with like the door option. If you don't spread these out so wide, bring them in a little bit on each end, leave your corner tie-offs off, they will fold in towards each other, kind of make like the doors. You could take the shot cords, run across to each side, up in the middle there, up a little higher. There's loops, you could carabiner that, and hell, you would have doors on both ends. I've used this in the rain before, and as I said, I was pleasantly shocked. Can't see it there very good, but here, I don't know if you can see that where my hand went, but they've actually, as I said, these seams are taped. Well, I was, for 35 bucks, you know, I was really shocked that it had taped seams. I still probably will have not yet to spray it, but like to get some Star Bright waterproofing with the UV blocker in it, and spray it down, you know, once a year, keep it looking good. But if y'all want to get into hammock camping a little cheaper, check out this, like I said, Ozark Trail 12 foot by 12 foot canopy at Walmart. Thank you.